tool number 3. Okay, this is a general tool that we have in our shop. All right, it's arbitrarily named number 3. I just wrote 3 on the holder, so that's what we're going to call it. All right, the vendor is Haas. The product ID we're going to get from the website here. The product ID is part 01-0103. All right, so I'm going to copy and paste that in. All right, and the product link, I'm just going to copy and paste this link, the URL there. Now, these things aren't that important, but hopefully once we save this tool, later on down the road, if we ever need to replace this part, we have the link right here. We have the ID. We know where it is. So I'm going to add this stuff in. Okay, the first section here is the insert. Now, it's going to default to an insert that's just in the processing tool here. We want to make sure that we have the correct insert that we are going to use. Okay, this is the insert. Again, all of these links are on the Canvas page in the module at the bottom. So if you go to Lathe Tools on our Canvas page, you can see all the tool holders and the tool inserts. All the information that you need is here. Now, again, we're looking at tool 3. So this is where I'm getting that information. If you'd like to go directly to the website, there are links here. All right, so I like to do it off the website. I just think it's a little bit easier. But this is the insert that we are going to be using. Now, the insert, adding the information is easy. You can just copy the number right here. These letters correspond to different components on the technical specs. Now, the nice thing is for the inserts, if you copy and paste that number in, it should update the information here, which makes this a little bit easier to put the insert information in. Now, for the holder, it's not quite as easy. You can't just copy and paste. So this information you need to get directly from the website. All right, now the first thing I'm going to do is change millimeters to inches. Again, because our information is all listed in inches, which is a little bit of a pain. If you look at the bit here, they give it to you in inches and millimeters. I wish that the holder did that, but it doesn't. All right, it gives it some of it, but most of this is in inches. So all this information that the Fusion program is asking for can be found on the website. It's going to ask for things like the cutting width. So you'll notice that it's asking for the dimension from here to there. So if I go to the website, I can see that dimension is labeled as F. So I would look over here at the F dimension. It looks like it's 0.625 inches. So I'll come in here and I'll type 0.625 inches. All right, and it'll update that. And you can see the preview on the right here is updated as well. It looks a little goofy, but once we add the rest of this information in, then it will update. All right, so the head length, that's from here to there. So I'll look on the website. That would be, I believe that's LH. Let me double check. Or I guess it's this one. Yeah, LH. So 0.63 inches. All right, I'll type that in. 0.63 inch. Overall length, that's from the top of the tool all the way to the bottom. I know it looks a little goofy there, but it's the full length of the part. That would be the OAL, overall length, which is 3.125 inches. So 3.125. Okay, the shank width, I believe, is 0.5. But again, we'll just check here. The shank width and the shank height are 0.5. So we've entered in the geometry down here. Up here at the top, there is one thing that we need to change. The clamping style is not a rigid lock, it's a screw lock. All right, I know it's a screw lock because the first letter in the component is an S. All right, so that SC is a screw lock. Some of this other information is telling us if it's left-handed or right-handed, and the type of insert is a C. So I believe SCL is screw lock. C is a C style insert, which is the type of bit that goes in, and then R is that it's right-handed. So you can get some of that information from that actual number as well. Okay, so now that we've added in the holder, we're going to go through the rest of this stuff. We do want the tip tangent. I believe we want this to stay as tip tangent. That's telling you where the tool is actually going to cut from. So if you change it, you'll see, like if I change it to tip center, it moves the cutting position to there. Let's keep that on tangent. We'll keep the orientation at 0 degrees. It's not rotated in our actual holder, so we'll keep that at 0. Cutting data. I believe we're going to leave this as the default. If you go on our Canvas page, again, I believe I put in some information about speeds and feeds on here. Let's just check real quick. I think it's in this link. Okay, so if you click this link, it'll open up a speed and feed turning chart. So we do need to find the type of bit that we have. I believe it's an HFP. Let's check real quick. Yes, we have HFP bits. So let's go back to this chart showing HFP. If the depth of the cut, we're going to go, I think we're going towards the top here, about a little bit past that. So we want our feed to be 0.008 inches. So I think that this can be 0.008 inches. We'll update these two. Now our surface speed. I think we want to keep our surface speed the same because we're cutting aluminum. So I think it's fine as is. Yeah, so we're just going to leave that as the default. Okay, so this is all set up for us. The coolant, we're going to go disabled because we do not have coolant. All right, so finally, the post processor. We're not going to change anything in here. The number is 1. Okay, our tool is in the first holder, so we're going to leave it there. All right, so finally, now that we've added this tool, we'll hit accept, and it'll show up in our list of tools to use. So I'll click on it and select. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video here. You can see that we've added our tool and our setup is in the parts. All right, hopefully we can get our tools added, and we'll start with this. I'm going to hit OK for now. We'll go on from there.